So, right off the bat, I feel like this is you having to tell someone or someone having to tell you that they no longer want to be in this relationship. With the devil here, it could be that there was a third party or something tricky here. But I don't really get that energy. I feel like it's possibly that there's, addictions or something along those lines, but I feel like whoever is saying they're just not feeling it anymore, I feel like it's not coming from like a malicious state. It's not coming from like they're not trying to hurt you. They really didn't want to hurt you. I feel like they didn't want to have to tell you this, but at the same time they wanted to go after what they really want to put their time in, I guess. Oh, sorry, I'm not feeling very well, so I'm trying to chug some water and see if that helps. Probably won't. I'll probably throw up, but okay. So I feel like I feel like possibly this devil energy, why it's coming out. A, this is Capricorn's reading. B, I feel like they were trying to trick themselves for so long into making this work, and they just can't do it anymore. They realized that they were only self-sabotaging, that they were just betraying themselves in this, and it's time to stop lying to you and themselves about this. So, there's been a whole lot of breakups in the readings this week, and a whole lot of people just discovering that they're not where they really want to be. But so far, Capricorn is the only one where it feels like they genuinely care about your feelings. Like they really wanted to try and make this work. I don't feel like they were assholes and just decided to leave the marriage without saying anything or cheated or anything like that. So, but let's get some clarifiers. It could take a turn pretty quick. Tell me about Santa Muerte. So we have Justice. They're just not feeling like this. Again, exactly what I've been saying. Like, they're just not feeling like this is where they're meant to be. Like, their heart isn't really with this anymore. And I don't feel like there's anybody else in particular that they're going towards. I feel like they just want to, especially with the Nine of Pentacles here and the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like they just want to kind of follow their dreams and be able to do the things that they couldn't really do while they were in this marriage or commitment. Tell me about the Lovers. So we have the World, the Star, the Fool, and the Queen of Coins. So if this is a male who's going through this, I feel like they do genuinely hold a place in their heart for you, but they're feeling maybe possibly even a little restricted in this relationship, and maybe you two got married young, or they kind of, jumped into this relationship really fast, and now they just kind of want to, like, I feel like maybe this is just a separation and not really like a divorce or a full-on breakup. Sorry, I'm so thirsty right now, oh my gosh. But like they do genuinely hold a place in their heart for you, and I don't feel like they've done anything like cheat, or I don't feel like they have another love interest in mind. I feel like they just have themselves in mind for this. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Actually, no, that one's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to clarify the Devil, actually. So you have the Five of Wands and Two of Cups. Really, really trying to battle themselves and make this relationship work, but they were just kind of betraying themselves. They weren't being true to themselves. Something about the Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here for Capricorn? I never noticed this before, but it looks like there's an arm coming out of the clouds with a hand on it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if you can see that. But I just noticed that just now. Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Five of Cups. So there's some kind of regret, some kind of sorrow, or this could be if you're not the person who feels like they just need to take a break from this relationship, if you were the one who was possibly broken up from or separated from, you're kind of sitting in regret over this new truth that you found out. You probably didn't really, I mean, your intuition probably told you this whole time that this person wasn't feeling it, but you didn't want to believe it. You really wanted to believe that this person wanted to be with you, and I feel like they possibly even do, or they just need a break right now. It's talking about the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Page of Wands. So wanting to go off and do new things. I don't feel like this Knight of Cups is being a player or wanting to, go off and start a relationship with somebody else. I feel like they just kind of want to ride solo for a little bit. This could be somebody who was always jumping from relationship to relationship and never really was single. And now that they've healed over whatever was keeping them from being alone all this time, now that they've healed over that, they're ready to see what it's like to be a single lady or man. I feel like it's more than likely the man that's feeling this. Tell me about Justice reversed. Why is Justice reversed here? The Chariot. So I feel like this is the other energy here, feeling like it's unfair. Like this person told you one thing and now they're telling you completely different. Like they felt like you made them feel like this was it for you, like this is really what you wanted, and now all of a sudden you've changed your mind, you want to go be on your own. Like it's like unfair, kind of holding on to the situation, I guess, wanting it to work out when right now it's just not time. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Why? King of Cups. Tell me about the King of Cups. So the Hanging Man. Could be dealing with the Pisces and the Ten of Cups. So this is the other person here, again, who thinks this situation is unfair. They really invested time and energy and feelings and emotions into this, and now you're just kind of stuck in limbo right now, and it's like one person just feels like this is so unfair, like, and it kind of is. They were lied to. Like, I don't know if they were necessarily lied to, but it's like they feel almost betrayed, even though there isn't any real betrayal here. That's how they're feeling. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Capricorn. Page of Coins. Eight of Wands. You could be possibly having to move for a new job soon, or possibly a promotion, something along those lines. Or this could just be this person who just had this epiphany saying, hey, I know I told you we were going to make this work, or, I know I told you that I was going to give you all these things that I promised, but I just can't at this time. And now you're feeling betrayed by this person, even though there wasn't really any harsh betrayal. There was still like a sense of like, you're not giving me what you promised me. So one person is just kind of has been lying to themselves and to their partner, and the partner is just feeling completely betrayed right now. But I will let you know, Capricorn, if this is your energy, so far you are the only one of the signs that hasn't dealt with a third party situation, or not that I can see on my board anyway. It looks like things just kind of fell apart, or that you would much rather work on yourself right now than work on a relationship. So Capricorn, those are your message. Oh, sorry. No, they're not your messages yet. Oh, what was that that fell? We have the key. Oh, there's secrets. So, final advice for Capricorn for April 17th. April 17th through the 24th. That's what I was trying to say. Final advice for Capricorn. It's too many. Final advice for Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is only two. We'll take two. So you have the black cat reversed and the owl reversed. The black cat is the same as the upright, so I'm just going to flip it. I know that's talking of big change coming. So, where are we? The owl reversed is pride, ignorance, and judgment. And the black cat is your luck will change. So, I feel like this is kind of speaking about pride. Just a bit. Only because I feel like this person that's now wanting to be single has been jumping. I feel like this person's been jumping from relationship to relationship and hasn't ever been alone due to some issues they needed to work out through themselves, or possibly even using other people. So I'm going to say that this owl reverse is because of pride, but now that you want to experience a single life and you're letting this person know your true feelings now, I feel like that's what this change is bringing. You're like, it's like a death of the ego right now. Like you're letting your lower vibrating self die off so that you can really go after what it is that you really want to create, or, start being the person that you really are instead of. So definitely feeling restriction, feeling trapped in a relationship, feeling like there's no way out. But also at the same time, I don't feel like it's really that you're feeling trapped. I feel like you just don't want to hurt this person. You possibly do care about this person, you're just not resonating with them anymore. But your intuition's telling you it's kind of time to go. I don't know why, but I see this bow and arrow right here, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius possibly. That's for some though, or you could just be dealing with somebody who is in Sagittarius energy, or maybe you're in Sagittarius energy. It could be on the cusp of Sagittarius. Somebody with the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Capricorn, please? Eight of Pentacles. Trying to work things out with somebody with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Sorry, let me move this up so you can actually see it. You could be possibly feeling like you're stuck at a job. Or you're feeling like you're stuck in this relationship because you are not where you need to be financially, where you would feel ready to move on. I feel like it could possibly be, codependency that's keeping you in this relationship. Either that, or you care about this person's feelings and you don't want to hurt them. But doing that is only going to hurt them more. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Cups for Capricorn, please. Five of Wands again. And the Six of Swords again. So, you're really wanting to... This could possibly be that, there's just a lot of fighting in this relationship. And you want to, move to a calmer place with this person, possibly even agree to disagree or, just, call it quits altogether, but this person's really fighting you on it. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? Clarify the Six of Swords for Capricorn, please. Page of Cups. So this could either be that you're ready to, go out and find new love, or this could be that you're ready to move past all these arguments and restrictions and all these insecurities in the relationship and move to a better place with this person. Or it could be that you're ready to just go out and find something new. Like you're tired of trying to make this work because you feel like you're going through the same thing over and over again. And no matter how many times you try to make things work, they're not really working with you on this. Tell me about the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here for Capricorn? Seven of Wands. So your intuition's trying to tell you what the answer is for you, but you're kind of blocking it out. You're really being stubborn on this. This could either be that, you're not ready to move on because you're not financially secure on your own, or it could be that you really do care about this person and, you don't want to hurt them. Or it could be that, your intuition's telling you to stay and work on this and you'd rather not. You'd rather just move on. So really listen to your gut. It's trying to tell you something. No matter how much you feel you're right, your gut instinct is telling you what the actual right thing to do is. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. So if you do end up staying in this relationship, I feel like this person is going to eventually try and work on things with you. They're eventually going to start working together with you to get past all of this, fighting, bickering. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So they're slowly working on trying to work on this relationship. Or if you are done with it, you want to seek somebody else, a new relationship is coming in. It's just time for you to really work on yourself, take things slow, continue to manifest the partner that you are seeking, and make sure you're actually doing your inner work while you're waiting. Tell me about this Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands for Capricorn, please. Why is the Five of Wands here? You have the World. And the Star could be dealing with a fixed sign, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius. But if you are trying to stay in this relationship and make things work, it is coming. The cycle's about to be wrapped up. If there was anybody else involved in this, that cycle's about to be wrapped up. Or if you are wanting to start a relationship with somebody new, this could be saying you have to make sure you close the cycle with this person first before you jump into something new. Otherwise, you're going to be creating more karma. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. Two of Swords. So this possibly could be that, you have a choice between people. You have Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So possibly between two soulmates. Each person has something different for you that you are seeking, but a choice needs to be made. It's really time to reflect and see what you really want in a relationship, and make sure you're not juggling people, because when you juggle relationships, no matter if you choose somebody from those two in the end, you're still creating something on an unstable foundation. And what happens with unstable foundations? The Tower comes in. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So exactly what I was saying. If you're trying to juggle two people before you make this decision, no matter who you choose in the end, it was created on an unstable foundation. It will crumble. Whether you stay with that person or not, after the Tower moment, it's still going to cause some kind of abruption. Something's going to... It's going to be chaotic, eventually, until the foundation is built solidly. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman. You could be dealing with a Pisces, but I feel like, especially with the Ten of Cups under that, it's time to really choose where your heart really lies. What is it that you truly want? And, if you can't decide between the two partners, it's time to let them both go and continue to manifest what it is that you truly want. So let me get you some final advice to see what shadow work you should be working on for the next week. This could be vice versa as well. So if this doesn't resonate with you, but it's the other way around, then this is what that person's going through. So you have the Jeweled Octopus. Number 17. Let me read from the book to see what it is. So this is look beneath the surface. Be careful, my friend. Not everyone is as they seem. Not all that glitters is gold, nor is every bright bauble the priceless treasure it at first appears. You may have recently encountered someone charming whose flashy facade just draws people in, but remember that is all it is, a facade. You must look beneath the surface to see the true value of a person, and like the jeweled octopus, your new acquaintance just might be hiding behind a dazzling disguise. So if there is a choice between two people here, really pay attention to little red flags or anything like that. One person could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. And if you are having a hard time distinguishing between who's pretending and who's real, then maybe it's time to let go of both for now. And whoever's being real will understand eventually, and whoever's pretending will eventually show their true colors. So if you are juggling two people, it's time to really go within and see, or try to see who's wearing the mask and who's not. But also, what is it that you really are seeking in a partner? Chances are these people are not exactly the same. So try to distinguish who's the real and who's the fake. But also, if you can't make a decision, then choose neither for now.